All is quiet, all is serene. But this is the lull before the storm. Thousands of Beatles fans are bedded down for the night to await the cries of the crowd grow in pitch and volume, drowning out the whine of the jet engines. And here they are, fresh from their triumphant appearances in the United States. 12,000 young Britons roar a welcome. Their shrieks rise in an awesome wave. Our staff scientist, in an odd moment, calculated that this young mob is generating enough energy to put 3 Atlas missiles in orbit and power 54,000 transistor radios.
Not that the crowd saw very much of the Beatles. Drenched, tired and ready for bed, they flashed past the fans in a cavalcade of cars and drove right in before they got out. The fans mobbed the entrance to the hotel, but police were there too and moved across to hem them in. Inside, the Beatles rested. They faced more public appearances in the afternoon when press conferences were scheduled.
Some of the fences hold, others do not. A minor miracle is mounted by the fact that there are no injuries spread among the near hysterical crowd. This truly is a social document for our time. "40 young ladies fainted, but authorities feel that some were playing possum, so that they might be lifted over the fence and thus be nearer their idols. The Beatles, who originated as a small-time act out of Liverpool, now have no rivals as the kingpins of the teenage set. You can repeat that.
Well, she loves you. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think 300,000 people it was in the Guinness Book of Records, but I was one of them.
I think that what teenagers got out of Beatlemania, particularly girls, was this incredible sense of release. I mean, to be a teenager in 1964 in Australia, the most radical thing you could conceivably do would be to stand in a public street and scream at the top of your lungs. And to do that, and to maybe push against police barricades, and to refuse the instructions of the order of the day, people in uniforms, to move on, was an adrenaline rush that can't be described.
While this goes on in the foyer, backstage, the stars themselves make for the dressing room. And just one copper.
As far as the length and breadth of this country, they shouldn't take a very, very good lesson from this. The stupidity of letting their children come into something like this and run the risks which they are all running must be hitting home very hard at this time.
And it wasn't terrible at all. It was quite wonderful, and everyone was infected by the excitement of it all. It was new. It had never happened in Melbourne.
Some brave volunteers among the British police elect to act with heroism above and beyond the call of duty and escort the Beatles to their car. There hasn't been this much excitement at the London airport since man learned to fly. So there you have the homecoming of the Beatles, the return of the heroes to their native land. They did what the Redcoats couldn't do in the American Revolution. They conquered the colonies.
Beatlemania on the entire population, because coming in from the airport in Adelaide into their hotel was a cavalcade of cars, and the people were lined 4 deep on each side of the road, all the way in. All the way in. I'd never seen anything like it. For the first time you could imagine what royal visits were like with the Queen driving and how we used to line up as school kids to wait.